you'd spin it 3 times, and then you would open the door, and your head would vanish.
Hello and welcome to another interview. Today I have a very creative magician, Tom Elderfield.
Oh, that's me.
That's you. Excellent.
Where's the creative magician?
Okay, this guy, honestly, if you've not seen him, he is wonderful. I've seen his lecture and it was great. He's consulted for a lot of... We'll talk about all of that. I'm just so excited to have him on the show. So, Tom, when did you start magic?
I started when I was about 12 years old, and
how are you now? 17?
I'm 21 now, actually.
Okay.
And so basically, I started in sort of like the cliche way of my granddad. However, in the non-cliche way, is my granddad actually died when I was like 5 years old, so I don't even remember any of it.
Okay.
But when I was like cleaning out the attic with my mum, this sounds like a good little story,
yeah.
but it's actually what happens. We found one of his old tricks, which was like this black box, which he had made himself. And I played around with it, and what you would do, you'd put it on your head, you'd spin it 3 times, and then you would open the door, and your head would vanish.
Okay, oh wow.
It's cool, right? Yeah, and I was there like, oh, this is cool. And then from there, I was like, okay, I looked up a few tricks, and I learned how to levitate, as you do.
Yeah.
And I went into school, and I always loved theatre and drama. Basically, I just loved attention on me. And so I went into school. Yeah, no, geez, I'm sorry. And then I went into school and I did the levitation, and people went, whoa! And I was like, oh. I'm not seen as the weird drama kid at the moment. I'm actually seen as a little bit cool.
Yeah.
And then that's it. And then from there, it just never stops. Just kept.
Oh, amazing! Amazing. Do you perform much, or are you more of a consultant, or are you a creator?
So my main living is consulting and creating, but I do also perform quite a lot. I've actually got a really good friend of mine called Ollie, who I'll openly admit I'm rubbish at the business side of things. I just love to create and perform and anything magic.
And that's why I like him. I always see myself as you, because you're a younger version of me. I was always into performing, and I'm not a businessman. I was never into business. I hate it when people call me up and say, hey, I got this gig and how much you charge and all this. Oh, I don't want to deal with that. But performing, I love performing, and you too.
Exactly. It's like I always feel that awkwardness of being like, I'm this much, but I'm worth it. You need to trust me because I'm pretty good.
I can't do that.
So luckily, I've got a really good friend of mine who is just amazing at that side, and I think it also just helps to have someone else sell you for you, because if you're going, by the way, I'm pretty good. People go like, all right, calm down. Whereas someone else saying, oh no, he is good,
it makes a difference.
It just helps a lot more. So I do perform a lot, and that's all thanks to him, because he sorts it all out for me. He's a legend.
Excellent. Yeah. So now, people know you in the magic world as a creator, isn't it?
Yeah.
Check out his Instagram. I'll leave the link below. Definitely check out his Instagram. It's wonderful. So how did you... Is there something that you can learn to be more creative, or how did you get so creative?
So I never thought of myself as creative. I just wanted to have fun, and basically, so when it first started, I just loved the mechanics of magic and how magic worked, and I just wanted to make really cool videos online. My aim was never to be like an Instagram magician or to be a social media magician like there are these days. That was never my aim. My aim was just to be like, hey, this is me messing around with a pizza, isn't that funny? Yeah. And then hopefully my mates saw it, and then I realised magicians sort of started to enjoy it, and it's from that I started to... I got some really good contacts from that. I started to become good friends with Shin, and he would help me out a lot. We would Skype a lot, and basically we used to Skype like every night.
Have you created stuff for Shin?
I've created stuff with Shin. Like we were a good mind together. I remember we did this thing called Picasso that's out, and I remember that was literally me. Whenever I'd Skype Shin, I've seen that.
I was. You mentioned it in your lecture, didn't you?
Yeah, but basically,
the card changes.
It changes very visually. It's an amazing trick. And basically, I would always Skype Shin like late at night, because of course he was in America, and I basically messaged him with like this. It was like half an idea, and we would always then just jam it out, and then. I don't want to give any methods or anything away, but he added this extra little thing that just made it go from an Instagram trick to a trick you could do like all the time. And it's and he's just an amazing guy, and he's also very frustrating because you could say an idea that you can't do yourself, and he'll instantly be able to do it because he's I genuinely think he is the gift for magic. He's amazing.
A lot of people ask me, oh, what about this magician on BGT and this magician on AGT? And Shin is someone who is so well respected in the magic community. So as magicians, you know, we look at someone on Britain's Got Talent or whatever and say, oh yeah, he's, you know, he's sad story or whatever the case may be. But Shin is just a creative guy. Sometimes you'll see some acts on these TV shows who, you know, you need to do it. When are you going to do it?
Do what?
BGT or AGT or one of these shows.
Do you know what? I think as magicians we always get that like call from BGT.
Oh, yeah, you get it all the time. Yeah,
and like
you should do the show.
You always go like, and I think all of us a lot of the time go no.
Yeah.
And I've always. I don't think that's my character yet. I really don't at the moment. I give full respect for any magician that does it, whether they're a good actor or a bad actor. Because I'm not gonna lie, if you think you're a bad actor, me and my friends go, oh, we didn't like that act. It's the fact of it. But I still fully respect you for the fact that you've gone in there in front of thousands of people.
Of course it is.
The live TV, I can't even imagine the pressure that you go under. And then there's also young magicians like, do you remember Izzy Simpson? She was 8 years old in front of millions of people. That's
I don't know where she gets it. Probably Russ Stevens, I guess. But no, Izzy did such a good job. You know, people give other magicians slack of being on BGT. I think it's a bold thing to do. And if you want to get out there and do it, hats off to you. But I think if you would do that show, you would be one of the most respected magicians, I would say, from the magic community. They would go, hey, do you know what? He's a good guy. He deserves to be there. So I really think maybe think about it in the future.
Who knows? But I just don't think that's. I mean, I've got like ideas of what I would like to do in my life, but I don't think at the moment that's right for me. I say this now, and then but this gets uploaded in like a year's time. I'm there going, hi Simon.
Great.
No.
Okay, so where can people see you now? Besides Instagram and stuff, can they see you live anywhere? Do you have any residencies or?
I don't really have residencies. I do mostly just private gigs.
So they have to book. So if you want to get Tom, you have to book
me.
Yeah.
So that's absolutely fine. Just go to my website www.tomelderfield.com and send it book.
Perfect.
In there.
Excellent. So it was great chatting with you, and we're going to keep this interview short. But if you do want to see Tom back again, let me know. He's a good friend of mine. I'm sure he'll come back and chat with you all more. So thank you for this, Tom.
Thank you for having me.
So thank you for watching this. I hope you have a great day wherever you are. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. That's great.